Hello, everyone. I'm Remy.
I'm Lucas.
And I'm Casey. And this is day 5 of the Day Ones Discourse.
Good job.
Go ahead, Lucas.
Alrighty, I'll introduce today's topic. What we're going to be doing is we're basically doing a variation of like interview questions, but the person of subject will not be allowed to answer the questions for themselves. Instead, the other 2 remaining people will be answering for them.
Sweet.
Let's get right into the first topic. So first question, what 3 words best describe you? Let's start off with Remy.
Okay.
Alrighty, what 3 words describe Remy? You know, I'm gonna go with thoughtful on the first one, because Remy, he's got a really good heart and he's very like inquisitive. So I would say he can be thoughtful in the sense of like friendship, but he's also thoughtful in the sense of like academically speaking as well. So I think that's a good one.
I'm going to throw in creative just because literally everything that we do, like, okay, for those of you that don't know, we all play this role-playing game called Dungeons and Dragons, and Remy,
it's D&D, bro.
D&D, they don't know the slang, dude. So Remy kind of runs our sessions, and it's just the stuff he incorporates is so cool. Like
his improvisation, it's just, he's so creative with all the voices that he uses and all the encounters that he builds, and the way that he weaves the story together is just, you can tell he puts so much thought into it, and it's so much more creative than most of the stuff that you even see on a normal like D&D campaign book. It
literally blows my mind, just all the different things that he can come up with. Like if I was in his position, it would be so bland and boring, but he just makes it so good.
That's why you're not the DM.
Okay, thank you.
Alrighty, the last one. I'm gonna go with goofy, just because Remy, he's kind of just like, he's just like a fun-loving kind of goofball at heart. We always have so much fun together when we're hanging out. So I think he's kind of got that nerdy vibe, yet really cares about stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely cracks some of the funniest jokes in our group.
Yeah, by far.
He nice, good, edgy jokes that just really get you, and he's just he's a meme connoisseur, and he just understands all of that kind of stuff. So it's fun to be around.
Jeez, guys, make me cry out here. All right, too nice. All right, let's do Lucas here for a sec. So I think the first thing, which is something I feel like Lucas has been working on for a really long time, and I think it's something I should say because he used to be a very arrogant person. He used to be like I'm the best person out there, but recently he's been super humble. He went off to college and he came back like a super nice, really humble person, and I think that really shows what kind of person he cares about himself, and he cares about becoming a better person, which I think is awesome. He's really self-loving in that sense.
I don't really know how to put this into like a single word, but he's a big softy on the inside, you know. He that no matter like how much game he talks or whatever he's saying, deep down he's got a heart, and it's a pretty tender one, and he's definitely got some really nice sentimental moments, and it's just really nice to be around someone who has both sides of who's on both sides of the spectrum, just really fun, energetic, as well as just really sentimental at times. So
yeah, I think the last thing is he's kind of the glue here, because he brought all of us together. You know, Casey was friends with Lucas and I was friends with Lucas, but Casey and I weren't friends, and then Lucas kind of brought us all together as a group, and he made us what we are today. And so he keeps doing that, like every single day. He's like, hey guys, let's go do something, let's go hang out, let's go do this, and we're like, all right, let's, we might as well. So he's kind of the person that brings us all together and keeps us like close as friends. So
whew, now that we don't have to lie anymore.
Let's go to Casey, where we're going to tell the absolute truth and nothing but the truth.
Alrighty, so for Casey, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I think one of Casey's best qualities is he's a super loyal friend, and he really cares about his friends, and he puts a lot of time and effort into the relationships to build friendship, and he's not one to kind of waver in that friendship even in hard times. So definitely a loyal friend.
I think one of the biggest things about Casey that really is a part of him is he is 100% all in to do new things.
Oh yeah, he's very passionate about the things that he cares about.
Yeah, he's not the kind of person that's like outgoing necessarily, but he's going out to do new things all the time. He wants to try new things. He gets really into them. He really just drives forward to being just that person that has done so many different things, that has experiences. So.
Oh gosh. All right, one more. So I said thoughtful for Remy. I'm gonna go with something along the lines of like a reflective for Casey, because I think it goes to show a lot that he's very observant of anything to do with like, I mean, from social cues to interactions to just different things about the world that I wouldn't necessarily pick up on, that then he brings up, and he always is very reflective about how he treats people, and I don't know.
Yeah, and one of the biggest things about Casey is he's the one that really sparks most of our like really deep conversations. He brings out these questions, he hits us hard with them. We're like, well, wow, well, let's talk about it. I guess that sounds really cool. And so he's definitely the person who sits and reflects about everything and brings up those really cool and interesting questions for sure.
Thanks, guys.
All right, on to our next question. Alrighty, you guys want to do this one? If you had intro music, what would it be?
Okay, let's start with Lucas. Yeah.
So, as you'll probably find out and hear a lot about, Lucas's favorite artist, his favorite musician is Quinn 92. Yep. And you hear from his fraternity brothers that he literally talks about Quinn 92 all the time. And when his new album came out, that's all he listened to for months. So I think his intro music would probably be from that album.
As far as the song, when it comes to, like I said earlier, the two sides of Lucas, the energetic fun side and then the more sentimental side, definitely Good Thing Go by Quinn 92. It's just, it's a nice, lighthearted song, but it also has just a good meaning, a good message to it, and I think it suits him perfectly.
Oh yeah, I think Good Thing Go, because it has a really good sentimental aspect, as Casey was saying, but it also is just Quinn 92 style, where it's smooth, it's cool, it goes, and you really like get into it, and I think that's Lucas in a nutshell.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, so let's do Casey here, Lucas. So it's kind of hard with Casey because Casey listens to literally so much music, and he has a personality that a lot of things can definitely define. So
yeah, I would say honestly, I know Casey loves this song, so I think it'd be perfect like walk up intro music, be electric feel. He gets so into the song and he gets so energetic when he listens to it, and he'll go out, he'll just blast the high notes, and it's so much fun.
Electric Feel by MGMT, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's Casey's, like, you put that on and Casey's going, you know. It just gets him so excited, gets him so happy, and honestly the song just really works with Casey as a person, you know. It's electric, you know. Casey's like, let's go do this. Let's go, boys. Come
Sometimes.
on. Let's do it. And you know, but there's parts in the song where it's not like that, you know, where it's kind of smooth. You're chilling. We're driving late night on a back road, just listen to some smooth jams, and that's Casey. That's pretty good.
That's good stuff. All right, Remy.
I think this one kind of just is an instant go-to, but it's got to be a song by Greg.
Yeah, probably Remy's favorite song. This Empty Northern Hemisphere by Gregory and Isakov. And it's just the way that Greg sings is just so powerful, yet so soft.
Oh yeah, and just like all the care and the time that he puts into his music and all those things, I think it just like Remy just loves that, and I think that's a big like kind of draw into just who he is as a person, you know, that he cares when people are putting effort into things, and he cares like about the quality of stuff. So, and
it attests to him too. Like, Remy can be a very assertive, like powerful person, yet he's also just so like Lucas said, his attention to detail is insane, and just everything that he does, you know, if you give Remy something to do, it's not going to be done half-heartedly. He's gonna do it to the absolute best of his ability, and that's something you can always count on.
Alrighty. I think we should go into a really fun one. Biggest pet peeve.
Okay.
So I think we should go with Casey first, because
We gotta go with Casey, and it's literally for you viewers out there. Anything that I do when it comes to eating or drinking food or beverages or anything along those lines.
I'm literally just getting angry thinking about it.
well, literally with Lucas, he can make any liquid make it sound like he's chewing it. We're not sure how or why. Like, he's like a distinct crunch to water, and we're like, how do you crunch water, Lucas?
And this is no normal chew. This is no normal chew. This is like a pig eating out of a muddy trough.
You guys are so flattering.
All right, Casey, we should probably.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry, guys. That was too far.
All right, let's go with Lucas real quick. So I gotta share a little personal story between Lucas and I. We've not always been friends. We used to absolutely hate each other. And we played tennis when we were younger, and we played against each other often. And he hated playing against me because I made, and I'll admit it, questionable calls. And so I'd call a ball.
Questionable in finger quotes.
I'd call a ball out that was probably in, and so on. So, but he would always call a line judge on me every single time because he just could not handle the fact that when he was right, he is right. And in that case, you know, if it's going in his favor, it better be in his favor. Otherwise, he gets upset with it. So.
Yep, I would agree with that.
100%. All right, for Remy.
Alrighty, I think Remy, this one's got to be the go-to. It's the when people pretend like they know something about a topic when Remy secretly knows way more about the topic, and they like when they like talk down to him about a topic that he's particularly knowledgeable about. I think Remy just goes off the rails for it.
There has been several occasions where I think I know something and I bring it up, and I'm pretty confident in what I know, right? So I bring it up to Remy and I make this point, and then all of a sudden Remy's just like the expert on that issue, and I had no idea. Yeah. He has all this information that I have no idea he's holding inside.
Wonder where he holds all of it, honestly.
Yeah, like you gotta tread lightly when coming across new topics with Remy.
To be fair, it's only when people are wrong about that subject. If they're telling the truth about it, I'm not gonna go off on them. I might educate them further on the topic, but yeah.
That's the most terrifying feeling, when I tell Remy something and then he gets this look on his face and I know I'm wrong. I just you instantly know, I just made a huge mistake.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's move into our next one. We're gonna go with favorite entertainers. So favorite musician and favorite actor. I think this one's gonna be a fast one.
Okay. Yeah. We'll start with Lucas. So definite. Okay. Quinn 92.
Gwen 92 with the musician, yep. Guaranteed.
Yep,
and
that one on the name.
And I think for actor, he talks about Iron Man and the Iron Man suit and everything Iron Man so much, it's got to be Robert Downey Jr.
Yep.
Yeah, when we were in middle school, me and Lucas got obsessed with wanting to to an Iron Man suit, and we tried. We tried.
So for you viewers out there,
listeners,
for you listeners out there, we at one point, we'd gone to Lowe's and we looked through their junk pile, and you could just take anything you want from their junk pile. So I grabbed these like fiberglass signs, and then we couldn't figure out how to cut fiberglass, but we wanted to make like Iron Man arm guards out of fiberglass. So we literally took them like plank by plank, snapping off little pieces of fiberglass, and then using like twine and weaving it in between the fiberglass. We created the worst Iron Man like gauntlets ever. They were so bad, but we thought they were the coolest things ever.
We were obsessed with them. We couldn't stop talking about them.
Yeah, no, that's definitely the actor that I would go with for sure.
All right, let's hit Casey real quick. So I think musician's really hard for Casey, so I'm going to hit the actor real quick. So Casey talks about the John Wick series so much, and he's obsessed with it. So I think Keanu Reeves is definitely probably his favorite actor.
For sure.
So that's his actor. Musician, Casey listens to so many musicians that it would be so difficult for us to choose a number one for him, period. I don't think we could.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, there's no way I could choose, so I understand. All right, Remy.
For Remy, as far as entertainers go, let's go with...
I don't know his name, but the main actor in the show White Collar.
Yeah, Matt Bomer. Yep. Yeah, that's got to be Remy. Yep. He just emulates that. I mean, even like the way that Remy like dresses and all that kind of stuff. He always tries to, come off as a very smooth, suave guy.
Yep. Classy.
I think it works out for him. So Matt Bomer for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
And then I'd have to say either Greg or Band Camino.
Yeah, two different styles. Greg definitely more on the chill side. Gregory Alan Isakov, just for reference, and the band Camino, just for a more upbeat, like what's the genre like? Alternative, like yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, super good. That's definitely Remy's.
Alrighty, next one. What are you best at?
Let's start with Lucas here.
Yeah.
This is, so with Lucas, I would say what he's best at is, well, there's two sides of Lucas. So I think we have the energetic side and the sentimental side. So I'm going to do two different ones here. So the sentimental side is he's best at being there for people. I can rely on Lucas every single time, no matter what. And I think he has that quality down, and he's got it so well. And I think that on the sentimental side for him, he's definitely best at being there for people.
Yeah, he's just so consistent. Like if you're,
you guys are way too nice to me, guys.
if you're ever just like needing someone to talk to or hang out with, like he's gonna be there. Like he's always there.
It's the loneliness that makes it, but he's still got that quality.
Double-sided coin.
Yeah.
And then I think for the energetic side, Lucas is really, really good at tennis, and he's spent so many hours and years and just so much blood and sweat and probably some tears in there, but
many tears. I've seen them. I've seen those tears.
But he put a lot of effort into it, and I think it really shows that, because he can go on a tennis court with either Casey or I and beat us every single time. He could probably go out there with both of us on the tennis court and beat both of us at the same time and not even break a sweat while we're out there breathing heavy, crying because we're in pain. And so,
I mean, just the other day, I haven't played tennis in a while. Lucas hasn't played tennis in even longer, and we go out there just to play at night. Destroyed me. I had no idea what was going on the whole time. He was just annihilating me, and I was like, how are you doing so well even after you haven't played in so long? And it's just unreal, the physical ability that he has to stay consistent and to just keep up with his game it's crazy. Yeah.
I hope we never have any like live streaming podcasts where we actually go play tennis, because it's a paint a heavy picture for me.
All right, let's do what Casey's best at. Yeah. So I think, so let's just do two. Let's do a trait that they're best at, and then something physical they're best at. So
yeah, I would definitely say one of the physical best things that Casey's good at. Remy, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm gonna go with Call of Duty quickscoping here.
He is not wrong there. Definitely not wrong.
Casey can just headscope, or he can headshot you from across the map, just quickscoping, and it's honestly unfair. Like there's nothing that we can do against it.
Yeah, he's definitely got that like fast reaction time and good environmental awareness to be able to just play that kind of game at such a high level that Lucas and I are sitting like, how does this work exactly? What do you do? I'm pressing the button, but nothing's happening.
I swear to God, I know what the sun looks like. I'm tan, I promise.
No, and honestly, another one like trait goes, Casey, we've talked about it 1,000 times before, but Casey's one of those people who's super naturally like just good at everything. He can just pick up anything he wants. Like tennis, like when I was first like getting him into tennis and coaching him and stuff like that, he picks it up faster than anyone I've ever seen. So I think that's got to be mentioned.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's so good at just picking up literally anything. So I took him out disc golfing a few years ago after me playing for about 6 years and him never playing before, and he was like one stroke behind me the entire time and almost beat me. And I was like, are you sure you've never thrown a disc before? Because you're literally like as good as me and I've been playing for a long time. So I think he has just a natural aptitude for picking up stuff and being good at it.
Yeah, for sure. Alrighty, Remy's turn.
Okay.
What is Remy good at?
That's the great question here. I'm just average at everything.
I'm going to go with something along the lines of his, like you mentioned earlier, his creativity. Just because he is so ridiculously creative in anything he puts his mind to, and he gets so passionate about it, and specifically anything to do with like writing or improvisation or anything along those lines. I think his creativity definitely shows.
Yeah, there's just so many moments when I'm blown away just by the things he creates, and I want him to write a book so bad. I would read that thing so much. I think it would do so well just because he has so much knowledge that it would just be such a good read, and I think he should do it. Remy, you should do that.
For sure.
Oh, and one other thing it looks like we're a little bit over time. Yeah. We'll probably wrap it up there.
That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, thanks for listening today.
Let's bring it into our end segment.
Well, we did music. We talked about intro music. So if you wanted to get some music recommendations, you can go back and look at the intro music. So
yeah, for sure. Good idea, Remy.
Yeah. So thanks for listening. If you want to contact us or anything, just hit us up on social media. It's the Day Ones Discourse on Facebook and Instagram, and at the Day Ones Disc on Twitter. Just feel free to ask us anything, and we'll probably talk about it on our podcast. So awesome. That's it. Yeah.
All right. Have a good night, guys.
Thanks for listening.